Hello, I'm Anne McCarthy. I live at Shepperton in Surrey with my husband, and we have 4 grown-up children, and I've now got 5 grandchildren. I travelled a lot when our children had grown up. I backpacked to many different countries. In 2004, I went to Uganda. I wanted to see the mountain gorillas there, and I my driver invited me back again to show me more of Uganda because that was only a short trip. So I went back the following year and I met many people in his village. I met his family, and I saw that he was starting to build a guest house and bar because he wanted to provide some employment for people in his village. They're all subsistence farmers around there, and there was very, very few jobs. He was making bricks and he was employing builders to actually build a guest house. When I went back again, the village women asked if I would start a nursery school because they didn't have anything there for the younger children at all. So we built a small room and employed a local teacher and opened a nursery school. This was in 2007, and by then the guest house was finished. We started to have 1 or 2 volunteers come out there, and they helped in the local school. And we did some fundraising, and we managed to get clean water. We put in a gravity-fed water system, and we did that through a local community-based organisation. Since then, Dennis has registered a Ugandan NGO, and in the UK I've registered a charity called Uganda Lodge Community Projects. And since then, we had more volunteers come. We started a sponsorship scheme for the school, and we enabled us to give very cheap places for the school children there. So they got a good education, even though they didn't have very much money. One of our volunteers found for us a company that was looking to sponsor a project out there, and we built a medical centre. They funded this and they help us pay the staff, and we can give not-for-profit medical attention to the children and adults of the village. Then the school got bigger and we went through primary. We went up to primary 7 in the school, which we just completed last year. Many of these students were 15, 16, 17 years old. Most won't be able to afford senior school, as is many of the children in the area. They finish school, they speak some English, they can read and write, but we decided we would like to try and teach them vocation training so that they've got something they can do themselves, work alongside their farms, and try and keep them in the village, but avoid the youngsters. The young men go in the bars and drink, or they drift away to the towns and there's still no jobs, and the girls get pregnant at a very young age, and then they tend to get married because they've got nothing else to do. So we're trying to stop that. We've started tailoring classes and knitting classes, and also teaching IT. So there's a few office jobs in the towns around. If they've got computer knowledge, then that helps them. And we're also doing shoe mending, shoemaking, making sandals there, and we're doing barbering and hairdressing. We're right on the main road, the situation on the main road, and so we decided we would start building a restaurant which would bring in an income and make it self-sustainable, rather than relying on money coming from the UK all the time. Once the building's completed, then we aim to be able to teach up to 250 youngsters different catering skills throughout the year. That would be cooking, baking, cake decorating, customer services skills, things like that. We funded and had several people give us some sizable donations. We've got foundations in, we've got the walls up, and we've got the roof on, and we've got a toilet block built where we will have passing traffic and people will be able to have decent clean toilets. It's cost us quite a few £1,000s, and we still have the doors, windows, plastering, decorating, and all the equipment to put in, and gas and electricity and plumbing to come in. So if we could have £15,000 given to us, that would be brilliant. We would be able to open this a very lot earlier than what we are at the moment, and we will be able to start training many children each year in more skills to get them having something of their own. So if we were to win this, we would be very happy. Thank you for listening.